Yo, 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 it's Marky Mark's Tarot. Yo, 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 it's Ninja. He's a ninja. I've had better days, but I'm okay. Hey, Philomena, how you doing? Damn right, it's Ninja in the building. It's all good though. It's life. Weekends are all finished already. Life goes back to normal tomorrow. It's not an easy road. Oh, it can't always be good, and it can't always be bad. That's why you gotta roll with it. Roll with it. Hey kids, how you doing? Philomena, I see you donated. You can ask your question when you're ready. Thank you. No. I can't see no emojis, no. Last emojis I saw was two laughing faces. Yeah, sure, kids. All right, Philomena, you said, what are Alex's intentions after hanging out last night? All right, just check. Well, looks like his intentions is going to be good. He thinks you are a he thinks that you're someone that he's very comfortable with talking to. He thinks you're a good person, generous, kind, and he thinks you are like somebody who looks good. I think things will improve and get better, and I think things will get will develop over time. He seems like a very good person too. Seems very generous as well, considerate. Um, Looks like he's good at what he does. Whatever he does for a living, he's good at it. Um, he's very creative and responsible. You know, he learns from his mistakes and learns from his days, and like learns from his daily life situations and things like that. Seems like a very good person. And I guess you said you know him for a while. So like he knows from past like how you are and what to how to deal with you and how to talk to you and stuff. Um, I think that things would develop and improve over time, especially the next couple of days. And next, like for the rest of the month and going into next month, things look good between you two. So if you want things to get better, it will. But his intentions is to make things better and to like improve how things are. Hey Nick, how you doing, bro? Thanks. So yeah, I would say like he's gonna put in more action, and his intentions are good. His intentions are to be considerate and generous, and is gonna be somebody who looks at you in a good way. There's nothing much else I see. It's just all good things. So Philomena, I would say his intentions after hanging out last night are good. He looks at you in a good way, and I think that things will develop. And because you've known him for a while, I think it makes life easier. I also think that he's like concentrated. He's concentrating a lot on his life and a lot on his job. So that could be like, I wouldn't say it's getting in the way of more development and improvement. I think he's gonna make time for you, and it'll get like better and and stuff like that. I also feel like there's like some deep feelings there, deep down inside. He'll make the initiative to make things better or to get you know more communication and try to go out more and hang out more. So it looks good, Philomena. I don't see nothing bad. All positive. Kit, let me give you your oracle message and then I'll answer next two questions. All right. Don't give certain people your energy. Be more sociable. And remember, you have free will to do what you want. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. All right, Nick, you can ask your questions when you're ready. You're welcome, sweetie. No problem. Anytime. And I hope you're doing good. Just give me a second here. All right, cool. Well, that's good. Keep focusing on yourself. That's all you can do. I know a lot of things get in the way of everybody's desires and goals and feelings, but we have to keep, trucking along and do what's best for us. I'm all right. I've been dealing with everybody else. My aunt passed away this morning. She was like sick for a long time, and she passed away early this morning. So it's my mom's sister. She was 83. Last time I saw her was like maybe 10 years ago. She lives in Canada, so yeah. So my mom's been crying all day. I went to go see her, had lunch with her and stuff. It was we kind of already knew like she was gonna pass away. We kind of knew she was gonna pass away because she was like kind of like pretty much deteriorating every day. She was in an old folks home. So, but the good thing, that's why I'm not really sad because I know she was suffering from a lot of pain and stuff. So she, what was I gonna say? Soon as I found out that she passed away, like I kind of felt weird. And then when my mom called me and told me, I was just sitting on my couch and I saw her with her husband, which is my, obviously my uncle. And he looked different, like he looked younger. And it was like, It was weird. Like I saw them together in spirit, so I was kind of happy. So I was like, you know what? Why should I mourn her death? Really, like if I see her so happy in spirit, and that's what I tell people. Like some people when they're hurting and they're like dying and stuff, they can't wait to go to the spirit world. So the first thing I saw was an image of her and her husband, her and my auntie and my uncle together. He usually wears like glasses and stuff, but he didn't have his glasses, and she was wearing white. And I was like, well, there you go. Like she's happy now. So yeah, I was happy. So to see him like that, I'm glad that she's not, in pain anymore. And I'm glad she's in a better place. But yeah, she was a good auntie, a good person. Worked very hard. Never had kids. She couldn't have kids, but she worked very hard. And her husband died like 15 years ago. So kind of sucks. But she was well taken care of by her niece. So like, I'm just happy that she's, in spirit and doing her thing. So it's cool. All right. Let me catch up with the chat here. All right, Nick, let me check. Nah, that's cool, bro. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I don't like to, I mean, I come on here for you guys. I don't really like, want to spread my business, but I just want to let people know, like when you have somebody pass away, like, don't ever think that, they're in pain anymore because they're not. Their pain is done. Their physical pain is never coming back. They're in the spirit world and they need to be with the people that they once were with. You know, Wives reuniting with husbands. In her case, she didn't have children, but she reunited with her sisters and her mother and father. Things like that. Like, and she's a very good woman. She left everybody in her will. She was rich. She worked hard, like, and she deserves, a good sending off, like, so it's nice to see her in spirit. I'm so glad that I have the gift to see spirit. And, and as soon as I found out, like, I just saw her, like, she just showed herself to me and was like, hey, look, I'm here with my husband. I'm fucking happy. Like, and I was like, wow, cool. Like, this just made me feel better. I haven't been sad at all today. Just by seeing her together with her husband made me so happy. So it's nice to see. Like, I don't really see that too often with people, especially people I know. Like, they kind of like keep me off in the distance sometimes. They don't want me to see certain things. But when I saw that, it made me really, really happy. All right, Nick, let's check. Yeah, my mom will be all right. Now she has one brother left. Love you too, sweetheart. You're welcome, and thank you too. I appreciate it. All right, Nick. What's the note? What's this else? All right, Nick. His feelings right now are still like he feels distracted. Like even though you guys talk today, he still feels kind of confused. Um, but he felt like you were kind to him and generous to him and good to him and stuff, and you were a professional. You worked with him and stuff like that, and everything was fine. Um, and he felt also like you were considerate enough to talk to him and to like chat to him and to hang around and work together and be civilized. But he's still like confused and distracted, and he still feels kind of like alone, and he didn't want to make the mistake of doing anything to jeopardize your communication with him and like your friendship or whatever. But he still thinks like, he still thinks that like, um he doesn't want to like make sure he wants to make sure he doesn't use like this as like an excuse, or like some sort of selfish excuse, or like things like that. But he still feels very overburdened and and pressured. But I think he's trying to resolve his problems, and he's really putting in the effort to do so. He did sense a bit of timidness within you, and within your conversation, but he felt that you were very compassionate towards him and was cool towards him, and you meant well, and he looks at you as like a person who, is smart, and he knows, but he still mentally has anxieties, not over you, but like over his life and things like that. So he looked at you, and he looked like the energy is very good here. Like I don't see nothing bad at all. I just think that himself is still trying to recuperate from his own shit, like in his own life, and his own like, mental struggles and things like that. I'm just trying to read what you said here. Yeah, yeah, I see you said he's definitely not in a good state. Yeah, I can see that. Like in the cards, it tells me that he feels overburdened and, like, and really pressured. But I feel like he really is trying to like, get better. So I would say like maybe your talk today with him made him feel better. I would say that. So that's good, Nick. That's good energy right there. Well, I would say they want you to know that, he's still a man that is selfish and causes sadness, and he's still that person, and he's trying to, like I said, he's trying to change the way he lives his life. He's trying to make an adjustment, a sacrifice, but don't think that this is like he's going to reverse his bad trend and be like your new interest, or overcome any type of situations as far as love interest or anything like that. He's still like overcoming his himself, and I feel like they want you to know that he's doing what is right for him, not he's not really thinking about you and him, or any possibility of that. um but just know that he's going to like make adjustments over and over, but he still feels stuck. Spirit saying that he feels stuck. He feels like he still can't get anywhere with anything or anyone. you know yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they want you to know that these results, like the more effort you put in, the more result, the more result, the more results you're gonna get. Like the more effort that is put into this situation on both ends, it's gonna and the end result's gonna be fine. There's gonna be like, but I feel like there's a reorganization here. Like it's like a lot of reorganization of situations, life patterns, things like that. You know, right? Exactly. Right. And that's what they want you to know, that, overcoming this is the best thing. And, more effort you put in, the more progress will happen out of it, for both parties. Um, but just know, like, you have to reverse this trend that you have of, getting hurt by people, or, being too good to people. Just let people, let yourself and him especially, get to where they need to get to heal and to get better, and to like make the sacrifice not to be bored, or the word I'm getting here is there's a reversal. There's a reverse way of living, and they don't want he doesn't want to live the way he lives anymore. He wants to reverse that and make it better, and you do too, obviously. So spirit saying you guys have to reverse your lives, make it, stop making it hard and make it better for yourself. And that's the only way it's gonna work is if you reverse the way you live and the reverse the way you think. If you keep on that path and that same energy, it's not gonna change. You have to make the sacrifice to make the change. And that's what they're saying. The more sacrifices you make to meet the goals that you want, you'll get there. The efforts are nearly due. They're saying also like by July things should get better. So keep putting in the effort, and by July you'll feel a lot better. And July is number 7. So like when you get to number 7, it's like you're getting over your change and you're starting to get better to get to that 8 and climb up the ladder. Yeah, so that's why probably it's going to get better because therapy and getting better and reversing the way you live. I just feel like some people need therapy and some people don't, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's a part of life. Some people need to be talked to. Some people need to hear somebody allow them to make the adjustment. And I feel like it depends on the person. Sometimes people neglect others and make people feel like they're not worthy of something. So it sucks, but it's the way it is. And sometimes therapy don't even help you because you don't want to help your fucking self. That's what the problem is. I know a lot of people that's been therapy and been to psychiatrists and been to like psychics and things like that, and it don't help them because they don't want to help themselves. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, so remember when you go into this, Nick, it's not rocket science. Like you have to do your part. If you do your part, right, then you'll be fine. And I knew you will. You'll be fine. And you just gotta have, if I'm here sitting telling you will do it, then use that as motivation. And don't let nobody tell you different. Like don't doubt yourself. Just keep telling yourself, look, I'm doing this because I know it's going to help me. But I have to help myself at the same time. Therapy is useless if you don't do your part. You just be spending money to somebody who's just going to tell you to do shit and you don't do it. And this is what happens with, a lot of people. And I tell people all the time, people are saying, look, Mark, you ever been therapy? I said, nope. And then they said, well, what do you suggest? I said, if you need it, go for it, but you have to do your part. Some people can't do it on their own. My therapy is different. My therapy is coming here and listening to everybody, talking to everybody. This is my therapy. So I do go to therapy, but it's on here with everybody. And when I listen to everybody's stories and everybody's, lives, it makes me realize that life isn't that bad after all. It could be a lot worse. I could be like some of the people that come in here. And I help everyone. Like I don't want to see people sad. I don't want to see people mad and shit like that. It's like my auntie, she passed away this morning. I'm not going to mourn her death. I'm going to be happy that she's in a place where she doesn't have to suffer anymore. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. And she'd be proud of me right now. She knows that. I just feel bad for my mom because she's watched like her brothers and sisters, not her brother, but her sisters pass away. This is the third one that's gone in the past 4 years. So it's hard for my mom because she's the youngest. So like I was there for her, I was the first one to visit her. And my mom's been through so much lately. Last year she broke her elbow. She got into a car accident in February this year. They finally got their new car 2 weeks ago. She's been through a lot, but she's a Capricorn. So like a lot of Capricorns have been suffering lately because Pluto is like leaving their sign by the end of the year, but it's also like making its mark on its way out. And I believe that. Like I don't really dwell too much on astrology, but in this case, it has been right. with certain Capricorn people. Then it goes into my sign for 20 years, and I'm kind of like, oh boy, here we go. Of course, you had to come now. But 20 years from now, I'll be 66. And that's retirement. So when Pluto leaves, I'll be retired. So that'll be leave me to fucking alone. That's if I ever, that's if obviously if I reach that far, which I know I will. God will spare my life. But you gotta look at it the positive. You always gotta look at positive things, man. You can't be sitting there worrying about how life is going to be. You just gotta make it the way you want it to be. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't work, you have an alternative. We all have choices. We all have ways to make things better. And we have ways to make things worse too. But you have to like make sure you do the reasonable thing, the common sense thing. If you're sitting there doing the wrong thing over and over and over, you're not gonna get ahead. You're not gonna overcome your difficulties, and you're just gonna be stuck there. So it definitely has to be an effort from us. And if you don't make that effort, you can't expect a psychic and a psychiatrist and therapy will never help you if you can't help yourself. And that's the biggest fear people have is, you gotta help me. I pay you to help me. But no, it doesn't work like that. You have to help your fucking self. If you don't help yourself, then how are these people gonna help you? And everybody needs to understand you gotta help yourself. You gotta love yourself so much that no one can get in the way of loving you more than you love yourself. Self-love is the best love. The more you love yourself, the better life will be for you because only you can love yourself more than anybody. People have to start being selfish for themselves. Make sure you take care of you every single day. But it's true, people gotta understand, like, you have to focus on yourself because ain't nobody else gonna help you. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? But yeah, certain people ain't really gonna care about you like that. They got their own. When a person says to you, "Look, I can't help you," you know, I can't help you. You gotta help yourself. And a person like says, "Oh, I ain't got no time for your bullshit." You'd be like, "Okay, well, fuck you then. I'm doing myself." All right, Nick, take care, bro. Enough love to you too, man. Hope everything goes well for you. Yeah, Virgo, I'm here. I was just telling everybody that my auntie passed away today. She was in like a home. She had like dementia and stuff like that. I would say like the beginning of this year, she was like seeing spirits and things in her house and shit. And I told her to like put sea salt and water in a bowl and like you'll get rid of them, and it helped her. She said it worked. Um, she believed in psychic stuff. I tried to help her as much as I could, but it was like dementia, so like you can't really get rid of that shit unless, a miracle happens. I don't really like know too much about that stuff, but like I tried to get the spirits out of her house and it worked for a bit. And then she got so sick that, she had to go to a home. And she's fine now. She's in spirit. I saw her and it made me very happy to see her with my uncle. My uncle, he's totally cool. He's funny as fuck. Like they wanted kids so bad, but they couldn't have them. Like they just couldn't have kids. So we were like their kids, So, hey Jordan, how you doing? Okay, no problem. You can ask your question. But yeah, I was really happy to know that my auntie and uncle were reunited in spirit. Um, I was happy to see them together. So they're good people. And there's my dog making readjustments on her bed. You okay, baby? Yeah, she's gonna go get in her bed now. She's gonna do around, and then she's gonna go in her bed. But yeah, all's good though. One thing that's guaranteed in life is death. And I tell people that every day. You're gonna die one day. You just have to enjoy life while you can. Sometimes you go out sick. Sometimes you go out fast. Sometimes you get shot, you get killed. Sometimes you just die in your sleep. That's one thing when you're born, the first thing you're guaranteed in life is death. So live your life to the fullest, be happy. You might make it to 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. Just live your life, and be happy. Like, and try not to allow people to get in your way of your happiness. I've learned that in my 46 years of living on this earth. In the last 6 years, I changed my life. I'm not letting nobody tell me what the fuck to do and what to say and where to go and how to get there. I'm doing what's best for me and my family, and that's it. And everybody should do the same. All right, Jordan, you said, what should I expect, look forward to in the next 3 weeks? All right, let's check. I like that question. Okay. Okay, what I got here for you, Jordan, is you might be disappointed. You might be disappointed on like how things are and how things are going to be because of past situations or like past things that are happened. The past might be brought back up to you in the next 3 weeks. Or this might be like a specific time, like May going into June. What happened in the past around this time might affect you, might like make you make choices that you don't want to make, or you might be very indecisive on making choices. Try not to think about the past at all. And if you do think about the past, make sure you don't think about the disappointments. Think about the things that happened when you were a child and had a good time playing or doing this or doing that, hanging out with your siblings if you have any. What Spirit's saying here mostly is you need to control the situation in the next 3 weeks. You got to take the wheel, and you got to have more courage and be more confident in yourself. I don't know if you have blonde hair or not, but like I'm getting like a blonde haired person that has to like be more confident, show more energy, and show more like fortitude and make the decisions you need to make in order to make your life better or make things happen and stop worrying about your past and what's happened in the past. And this is something that you need to know that you're not perfect. You can't be perfect. The only thing you can do is in the next 3 weeks, don't ignore any opportunities that you know is beneficial for you. Don't be shy. Don't think you're going to fail. Fail is a word that we should never use or never think we're going to do. You can't already think you failed when you're going into something. You got to think, yeah, I'm going to make this work. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. I'm going to make something else work. Don't say the word fail. Don't think you're going to fail. So what Spirit's saying is in the next 3 weeks, what you can look forward to is bettering yourself and getting yourself to more of a confident level of mentality to put yourself in the right predicaments and make the right choices. They're saying you have to, maybe you have a choice coming up where you have to make a choice or make a decision. They're saying don't ignore it. You have to make the decision. If you say no, it's going to be no. If you say yes, then you have to roll with it and do what you have to do. But they're saying that you have to reflect on your past mistakes and your past failures, if you want to look at it that way, and fade those images out of your mind and put yourself into a better energy and feel more accomplished. Look at all your accomplishments. You might say, okay, well, I have this, I have that, I have this. What else do I have? Okay, yes, I got that. Don't think about, oh yeah, well, I wish I had that, I wish I had this, and I should have that, and I should have that, and this was taken away from me, or this person disrespected me, or this person fucked my life up. Like, don't worry about all those things if that's what you're doing. Like, you gotta manipulate your mind, to like make the right decision. Well, you're asking me what you expect and look forward to, right? This is saying like, so if it is, right? So let's just put it this way. If I'm looking at the cards and you're saying, does it have to do with a relationship? Then I would say that you have to make sure, if this is to do with a relationship, you have to lay down the law. You have to tell this person that you want a relationship with, look, if we're going to get into a relationship, you got to do this, this, and this. These are my standards. This is my energy. You have to come across to the person that you want this relationship with and say, look, if you want to be with me, then this is me right here. Look, I'm this, I'm that. And you can't ignore the opportunity of just, okay, I'm in a relationship, great. And I'll deal with the consequences afterwards. And if this is just anything, this is telling you that if this is work, love, friends, family, whatever it is, you can't ignore the opportunity of making a decision. You can't be shy. You can't back away from it. They're saying, grab it by the horns and say, you're coming here. You're doing what I want you to do. Or this is what I want. If you can't give it to me, then we don't have a deal here. This is not going to work. You can't be like you used to be in the past, where you say, oh, well, we'll see what happens. I'll go with the flow, whatever. They're saying no. They're saying you have to lay down the rules and the laws and say, look, you got to take action, is what they're saying. So what you can look forward to is making the right decision in a situation that you need to control. You have to control the situation. So whatever it is, like I said, if it is a relationship where you met somebody and you want to get together and this person asks you to go out with them, then you got to say, look, I'll go out with you, but this has got to happen, that's got to happen, and this has got to happen. And if you don't meet my means, then bye. Don't let that door hit you on the ass on the way out. You gotta be. They're saying you control this situation. You can't ignore the opportunity to control it. You don't have to be like army control, like stand up and talk to me, damn it, But like, put your foot down and say, hey, look, this is my standards. This is what I want. Well, even if it's a job, you got to say, look, I do my job. What the fuck? Like, where's my raise, or what the hell may I have to do? Like, or what's the situation here? Even if it's friends and family. Look, don't take advantage of me no more. I'm not doing this anymore. You got to like show action. Another thing I see here is like, if you are in school or you're learning something or you want to learn something, like if this is work related, or in the next 3 weeks, what you can expect in your work area is you need to respect your knowledge, and people have to respect the knowledge you have. So if you're in a job right now where you want to like get more or do more, or they're giving you an opportunity to study and get or make like a better situation out of your work area, then that's going to be the case. But there might be a man that's selfish and might get in your way, and you got to say, hey, look, I'm taking this no matter what. You can't stop me. But you got to watch out for a man around you that's going to cause you sadness. He's going to try to cause you sadness. He's very selfish. He's envious. He could be jealous, or he could just be a person that's trying, make sure that you don't get what you want. And that's why they keep telling me you have to control the situation. You got to dictate to this guy, whoever he is, hey, look, I'm doing what I want. You can't do nothing about it. And he'd be like, oh, really? Okay. All right, well, then put your money where your mouth is. That type of vibe. So just be aware of that. That it won't be easy in the next 3 weeks. Well, if it is, remember what I told you. Because I got past energy there. Right? So if your ex comes around, you got to tell him, look, leave me the fuck alone. Go away. What you can do is take a screenshot of me right now, put it on your phone, and say, you see this guy right here? His name is Marky Mark, He's my bodyguard. So if you come near me, he's going to, take care of you, Be like, oh shit, okay, cool. I'm good. I'll leave you alone. Now, but be all seriousness. You got to put your foot down and say, look, I'm not talking to you. I'm not dealing with you. You got to block, delete, and see you later. Don't even entertain him. So they're saying you have to let go of the past. So if he tries to come back, don't let him. If you allow him to come back, that's what's going to happen. Bad shit. So that's your warning from spirit. So if it is him, which probably is because I got past energy, someone who caused you sadness. So if that's the case, don't let him come back. Ignore him. Ignore the opportunity of him coming back. Because they ain't going to change. Well, that's good. But okay, so you're seeing someone new, right? And you're taking things slow. And that's good. So that's what Spirit's probably trying to say as far as that area. Take it slow and don't ignore any type of, red flags, So if something happens, you got to take control. So because you're seeing this new person, make sure you're not getting, caught up like you did in the past with your ex. So if you see the same red flags, it's gonna end up being that way. So if you control the situation, then you'll be fine. See how you said, I'm taking things slow? That's good. So if you don't feel like being with this new guy too much because you want to take things slow and he puts pressure on you, you say, hey, look, bro, look, I'm taking things slow like I told you. I'm controlling what happens here. But no matter what it is, it's you gotta the main message here is you have to control your situation. You can't allow your ex to come back and you can't allow the new guy to take control of you. You've got to make sure that you control what happens between you and your ex and the new guy. And a lot of women need to do that because if you allow these men to manipulate you, then you're fucked. They're going to manipulate you, fuck you, and leave you. And that's what most idiots do. And it's sad. It really is. And women do the same thing to men. But we're talking about this situation. And that's why I keep telling women a lot of times you need to control what happens to you. You need to control the emotions you receive, the emotions you dish out. You need to do everything you need to do so you don't get hurt. Either way, the message is you having to control what happens to you. And what I mean by that is it's not rocket science. It's not a brain fart moment here. It's basically saying, What happens in your love life depends on you. You control what happens. So if you feel that your ex or the new guy is out of control or doing something you don't like, you got to say, hey, it's not going to work that way. We're going to do this way and that way. And then that's it. It's my way or the highway, or my way, or it's not my problem. I'm not going to get hurt again. And you're not going to tell me what the fuck to do. And you're not going to control me. I'm going to control what happens to me. You don't have to control your partner or control the guy. You just got to control what happens to you. That's the difference. I hope I make sense. This is what I teach a lot of people. I teach a lot of people you have to control what happens to you. You don't have to control someone or a situation. You just got to control what happens to you. So if you give your energy to people and they take it and run with it and then disrespect you, then you have yourself to blame. See? That's why I'm the way I am. I don't let nobody control me. It ain't happening. And if you try, I'm going to tell you, hey, look, no offense, but don't tell me what to do. I do what I want. You understand? You don't like it? Go try to control somebody else. You ain't controlling me. That ain't happening. I don't take control very well. I'm a type of person, I like to be free. I like to do what I want, when I want, how I want, where I want. Obviously, I'm not breaking the law, obviously, because I wouldn't be here. But, I'm not doing anything to get myself in trouble, which is allow someone to take your energy, take your shit. Oh, Virgo, would you like a message, sweetheart? But not too many people are strong enough to do that. But I know you guys can do it. I really do. And I don't want anybody to give up, especially all the women out there. I love women to death. I really do. But a lot of women have a serious problem where they get, attached and they feel like a man is supposed to tell them what to do. That's not true. And you're not supposed to tell them what to do either. It's supposed to be a mutual 50-50, 100-100 situation where you're both supposed to agree on things. And if there's no agreement, then there is no love, no nothing. It's got to be like a balance there for people. You can't find balance, you ain't gonna find no fucking love. I'll tell you that right now. You're welcome, Jordan, no problem. Yeah, sure, Ninja. All right, Virgo, let's see what we got for you, Virgo 1. All right, Virgo, what you want is in the near future. You have doubts, and don't say too much. And if you do, there's conflict and drama around you. So like I posted today on my Instagram, just a reminder, no answer is an answer. So if we don't say nothing to somebody, then I should give them their answer. I know it's very hard to not say things to people, but I believe 100% that the less we give to people that don't deserve us and deserve our energy, then they'll get the point. You're welcome, Virgo. All right, Ninja, let's see what I got for you. All right, Ninja, don't overspend, save some for later. Get yourself balanced. Watch your back, because people are whack. And on the bottom it says, out with the old and in with the new. Amen to that. People are whack. I've seen some very delusional behavior in my lifetime. Behavior, I mean, I tell people, and I always have to remind myself that not everybody's the same. Everybody's different. You can't expect people to do what you do, and you can't expect them to do what you want them to do. People are going to do whatever they want. You can't control people to a certain point. You can tell them blue in the face, look, I think that you should do this and you should do it. But that's up to them to do. And who are you to tell them what to do anyway? And I'm realizing this as I live more and more every day that all because this person doesn't have the same morals and values that I do, it doesn't make them different or better or worse than me. It's what I perceive them as. So if I forget about what they're doing and don't give a shit about what they're doing and not care about what they're doing, then it makes me feel better because I don't have to give a fuck about that person. It's not my job to take care of that person or to tell that person to do the right thing. You're going to figure it out just like I did. People told me all the time, hey, do this, do that. I didn't do it. I was like, I'm going to fuck what you think. I'm still like that. People say, hey, Mark, I think you should do this. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm doing what I want. I'm living my life. But a lot of people are like, you know what? You're this because you don't do that. Or you're that because you don't do this. Or you should be like me. Or you should do what I do. Not everybody's the same. You can't expect people to be good all the time. You can't expect people to just be bad all the time. You can't expect people to like have what you have or do what you do, So yeah, sure. And that's why I tell people like you can't expect too much from people these days. You can't. You just have to do what's right for you. Don't try not to worry about what other people are doing and saying, Hey, Becca, what happened? I came in your live and I you were busy, so I just spoke. I said, "Hey, Becca, how are you, sweetie?" And then I left and then I went online because I was planning on calling. It's up to you to give him booty then. That ain't my fault. If you want the D, then you gotta go get it. It's up to you to give him the booty. As long as he's paying for the tickets, then we're good. Oh yeah. Hey Nina, how are you, sweetie? Oh, you were streaming on your phone. I saw you on your laptop. I thought it was your laptop. When I came in your live, you were on your laptop. So you had your mouse and you were going on your laptop. So I don't know. Oh well. He probably saw you on live and was like, yeah, let me get this damn girl off here. I need some coochie. All right, so Burger, you said, so I met someone and I want to know if his intentions are true or should I walk away? His name is David. All right, let's check. Okay, Nina, cool. I'm glad you're here. All right. Let's see. So this person, David, this person, David, Virgo. Oh. All right. I would say his intentions are probably just to have sex or just to have a good time. I don't see any like really good intentions here. I just think that I think he has like, it's either one or two things here. He has a good life and good money, but he's not happy. Like you know how people have money and have good things, but they are not happy with their life, so they take it out on everybody else, or they just want to like have a good time. So I feel like this person suffers from a mental disorder. Like they seclude themselves, and then when they're ready to come out, they do the wrong thing. But his intentions towards you is to like, just see what he can get from you, whether it's money, whether it's sex, or whether it's just having a good time. I think that he punishes himself and he causes, things not to be pleasant, you know. Yeah, but I think that that's the only thing he has. I think because he has that, he treats like women around him like, yeah, you just want my money, but that's okay. You can come get some of the money and you can get this D too, and then see you later. So I think he's gonna put the initiative into like, hang out with you and try and get something from you. But let me just check something else real quick. Hmm. I mean, if you do hang out with him and stuff, like it'll be fine. Like he won't do any harm or anything like that. I just think that use your common sense. Like, use your common sense, use your condom sense too. And I would say like this person seems like, they're not very generous because they have those things. But I think he likes you, and he thinks that you'll be like a good person for him. Like he thinks you guys will be a good combination. Like I don't get nothing bad, but I just think that he's not really out for a relationship. He's not looking for true love. Like how you're looking for a love relationship, but then again, I could be wrong. You could be just looking for some money and some D. I don't know. It's up to you. Like you could be like back and just want this booty call and get off our life. But yeah, no problem, sweetheart. But like I just think that it's up to you, really. Like, you gotta control. I just finished telling somebody they gotta control the situation. So, like, you just gotta control the situation. So, like, I think that this guy fears a woman taking his money, and I think that that's his mentality. So, if he has money, like you say, and he's like got a good life, then he thinks that every woman wants him for his shit. So, if you don't show him that, then you won't get treated like that. So that's the main thing I see, Virgo. So if you come across as a woman that's not looking, you know, to take his money, then he'll treat you like someone who isn't taking his money. And a lot of guys are like that. A lot of people are like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm always looking for a sugar moment too. Like, I'm good. You're like, but if you want to spend your money on me, that's cool. Yeah, and that well, because you tried doing it, probably made him feel like, yeah. Well, you know why he's nervous around you? Because you're a real woman, see? And, he probably like, damn, this woman's fine as fuck, like, He probably like, damn. Yeah, I mean, I would say give it time, you know what I'm saying? He thinks that you're a good combination, you're a good person, he likes you. But I would say just watch out, like, because he thinks the worst. And now, because you said he gets nervous being around you, that's why. He be looking across that table like, yeah, mm-mm-mm. Need me some Virgo in my life. You gotta think like a man sometimes. You gotta say, what is he thinking right now, you know? And that's the thing, like it's fucked up for people who have money and have like, a good life because they think that they automatically think that a person sees that, you know, and like, they automatically think, oh yeah, they know I got money, they know I got this, so they're gonna try and take my shit. So I'm gonna treat them like accordingly, you know? So it's hard to deal with sometimes. But if you prove your end, you know. But that's the thing. There's nothing to fear. That's why you can't hide your emotions. You got to put your emotions out there. Listen to me, Virgo. And this is for everyone, including you, right? But see, that's what you want to be. That's how you are because you want to be that way. Now, if you if you control the situation and you say everything you want to say without fear, then it either gonna make things go forward in the right way or it's going to like end it before you get into any bullshit. See, that's why I don't really have a girlfriend. Because when I meet a woman, I lay it down right then and there. I don't fucking beat around no bush. I tell the girl straight up, look, I'm looking for a real relationship. I'm looking like to have a kid or two. I want to get married. I want to buy a house. I want to do all of these things. If you can't do that with me, then fuck you. Don't let that door hit you on the ass on the way out. I'm not here to pay if your way and pay for you. You're not gonna be I don't want a bitch. I want a woman. I want a wife. I want a baby. I want a woman that's gonna be a good mother to my kid. I want a woman that's got a 9 to 5 job. I don't want no fucking hoe off the street. And if you meet those criteria, then we'll talk. If not, then I don't want nothing to do. I'm putting the red flag right in front of you with the list on it. If you meet this red flag criteria, then don't even come my way. I ain't even listening. I ain't even entertaining. I don't give a fuck if you got the biggest, juiciest ass or the nicest breasts I've ever seen in my life. If you're beautiful, I don't give a shit what you look like. If you don't meet the criteria of what I want, then I'm wasting my time. That's why I'm single, because I lay the law down, and everybody should do the same thing. Don't allow yourself to get hurt. Allow yourself to feel what the person really wants and what they're all about. Hell yeah. Hey Hermana, how you doing, sweetheart? You okay? Yeah. Back if you want to and it makes you happy, then go for it. I always tell women, you're sitting on a gold mine, so if you want to use it that way, go for it. The consequences is up to you. But I try and tell people all the time, I ain't putting up with none of that shit. I'm too old to be doing. I wouldn't say I'm too old, but I'm too wise and too smart to be dealing with somebody who just wants shit for nothing. I can't. I am not that type of guy. I'm very straight up. That's why I kind of scare off the women in my life. They're like, oh fuck, I ain't never met no guys telling me I want this, this, and this right off the bat. He didn't even mention sex. He just said he wants a child, a woman, a decent woman, a this and that. He never said nothing but I want to fuck you now. But if I were to say that, I probably get that. See, that's the difference in the world today. People want to fuck now and deal with the consequences afterwards. You want to fuck now, fall in love in 3 months. You say it's love, but really it's lust. And then next thing you know, you got a ring on your finger and you're walking down the aisle. Then you got a couple kids. Next thing you know, you got a divorce. That's the way life is for a lot of people. And it's okay if you made those mistakes. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, don't make those mistakes again. Yeah, I want wife material. I don't want hoe material. Because if I wanted hoe material, I would have been dealing with hoes all my life. Tired of them too. Yeah, you can blame your 22-year-old hormones. That's cool. When I was 22, I was the same way. I weren't worried about no wife and kids. I just wanted to like see what I can experience. Some of it didn't go too well. Some of it did. But you only live once. If that's the life you want to live, I don't judge people for being a hoe or experiencing different sex partners and stuff like that. That's the way your life is. You want to do that. That's young. That's on you. And some people find somebody and then marry them, and then it lasts maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, or maybe it lasts forever. You never know. I think that it's trial and error. Well, if you're comfortable with that, then go with with what you're comfortable with. If you're scared of new D, you're not the only one that's like that. There's a lot of people like that. A lot of people are like that. I'm not scared of nothing. I'll be scared of a D because I don't want D. But well, once you go Aquarius, you go delirious. You know that, right? See, that's your problem. See, you're getting delirious over D. That's why D and delirious and Aquarius all rhyme. It's not our fault. You know. Yeah, Aquarius and Libras are a good match. I think anybody's a good match if you have common sense and you have trust and honesty with people. All right, Ninja, take care. Enjoy your upcoming week, and thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. But hey, sometimes that's the thing. You said the word right there. You're comfortable. You're too comfortable with your baby daddy, and that's okay. At least you're not like, go and get a new D and then it'd be a disaster. At least you always can have your baby daddy and depend on that. And if he keeps coming back, obviously he's comfortable with you too. Sometimes we can be compatible sexually, but we can't be compatible mentally and emotionally with that person. But that's why, nothing's perfect. Everybody has connections with people in certain ways. I can talk to a person about sports all day because we're both sportsy people. But if I don't know you for sports, I might know you because we like to joke around and talk shit about people or gossip or, talk about psychic shit or something like that. Or talk about the news, or every time I see you, we talk about the weather. Everybody's different. We're not supposed to be living in a perfect world. It doesn't work that way. So you got to go with what you want. Life's too short, so you might as well just be comfortable with the things that make you feel happy. If you're happy dealing with him and dealing with this D, then go for it. I'm not gonna judge you. I could care less. You do whatever you want. I'm gonna sleep tonight no matter what. It's facts though, I try and tell people don't hold back. Go do what you want. Be yourself. I had to embed this in my sister's brain for a very long time. She's finally coming around, and I'm happy. But, not everybody's me and not everybody's you and not everybody's, the same. But I think we all should learn from each other's experiences and each other's faults and errors and, good and bad times. I've heard these stories also many times. Oh, that's fine. If you just want his D, that's what I just said. If you just want his D occasionally, then that's fine. Go for it. But, you know, remember that, try not to get attached emotionally so you won't get hurt. Because remember just the other day what happened. I don't need to remind you, but, just saying. I don't want to be negative Nathan over here or, you know, Debbie Downer or something like that. But, that's what you want, go for it. Sometimes that's all somebody is worth to them. It's just a piece of ass or sex, and that's it. And that's fine. Whatever. Some people are just good to conversate and no sex. You know? It's like Virgo. She tried to pay her half, but the guy was like, no, 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 I'm paying for everything. I'm a baller. I got money. I ain't gonna let your sexy ass pay for nothing. I'm paying for it. I'm gonna show you I'm the guy. I'm gonna pay your bill. Now, if I was going out with a woman and she says I'm paying for half, I'll allow her to do it because I don't want to pay for her half. If she's offering, then I'm gonna allow her to do it because I don't want her to think on our first couple of dates that I'm gonna keep making you comfortable and I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm not gonna try and control what you want. So if you say, "Hey, Mark, I would like to pay for the half of the bill, my half," I'll be like, "Yeah, sure. Here you go. That's fine. Go for it. Pay for it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna tell you no. You do what you want." Now, if I say, "Look, I'll pay for the bill today," and you say, "Okay, sure, thanks, I appreciate it. I'll pay for it." Then if you say the next time, "Look, I'm paying this time, Mark, please," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, go ahead." I'm not gonna say, "No, no, 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 no. I got all the money in the world. I'm paying for you because the more I pay for you, the more coochie I'm gonna get." That's what you think. You be paying for nothing. You be paying for that coochie, and you won't even been getting it. And when she leaves you and gets a free dinner, she's gonna get some D from somebody else. You dumbass. You better believe it. That's how it works. Yeah, That's what Becca's doing. See, she's got that convenience D. She was online minding her business. Next thing you know, booty call. Da-da-ding, da-da-ding. Oh yeah, I want some D. Yeah, yes. Mark, what should I do? I don't care. Go for it. Okay, Mark said to do it, so I'm gonna do it. No, I didn't. I just said do what you want to do. Don't blame me. And it don't work. Nah, I'm just teasing. Now I want everybody to be happy. Whatever floats your boat. Time's flying. I can't believe it's 12:30 already. I had such a good sleep today. I went to bed around like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I was watching basketball. Then I woke up at 7, took my dog outside, left her out there to pee and do her business. Then I walked back inside and I was like, you know what? I'm going back to sleep. Fuck this. I need rest. So I went back to sleep and I woke up at 11. And I was like, this is a miracle. I even woke up with drool coming out of my mouth. I was like, this is a fucking miracle. I actually got over 8 hours of sleep. I couldn't tell you last time that happened. Usually I get like 5, 6 hours of sleep and I'll be up and I can't go back to sleep. I'll just go make a coffee and start my day, which is normal. 5, 6 hours, maybe 7 if I'm lucky. But today I got like 8. Let me see, 1 to 6. Yeah, I probably got like 8 to 9 hours of sleep, which was a miracle. Yeah, I got drool. I had drool coming out of my mouth at the end. When I woke up at 11, I saw 10:50 something. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get up, yo. I don't want to be in bed this long. Fuck that. Got up, I was like, God damn. I was even drooling. Holy shit. See, there you go. I guess that's why like I'm not really super tired right now because I got so much sleep, which is good. I'm so happy I got sleep. It was nice to sleep in finally and not have nothing to do. If my dog wasn't here, I wouldn't even have got up. But I take her outside so she can go pee and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go take her outside now for her final pee before we go sleep. It's like we're supposed to have bad weather here all week. We're supposed to have like a lot of wind and rain. So I might be online a lot more this week during the day. So I guess look out for me. I'll be here during the day this week. Because apparently it's supposed to rain tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But we need the rain bad here because everything's dry. So I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and cut my grass before it rains, hopefully. So that way, the grass doesn't burn out. Then I'm going to go work. I got a lot of work, inside work, and I got a lot of painting to do and stuff like that. So life is good, though. I'm glad to see you guys. Hope you guys all have a great week. Hope you all had a good weekend. And I'm going to go get my ass to bed, see if I can get another 8 hours sleep. That'll be great. Or at least 6, 7. I'll take whatever I can get. I need it. Alrighty. It was good seeing you guys. Take care. And I hope you guys have a great week. And I should be here during the week because it's going to rain a lot. So I'm probably going to be on here during the day. Not at night. Maybe not at night so much. But yeah, I'll be here during the day. All right, Virgo. Take care. You're welcome. And Nina, take care, sweetheart. I'll see you. Good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.